Hey, what's up everybody, Haskins here. I wanted to drop in real quick to show you my first thoughts on the new LEGO Fortnite Island Creator. I'm going to be going over some of the prefab designs. We're going to sift through some of the menus. There's so many things. I'm also going to show you how to set up some rifts. So if you're creating some games, you can do that. I'll talk about also how you can edit and delete some of the items. Now, there is a lot to unpack here, and this is by no means a full, complete review, which I plan on doing a lot more in-depth review later on. So stay tuned for that. With that being said, let's get into the video. All right, so we're in creative now, and I've had about 30 minutes to mess around, check out some of the menus. I've dropped down the pirate ship over there. It looks like we got this castle pre-build I set on this island, and now I'm building out like a pirate area. Now, the one thing I will say that I've noticed about this particular mode is it's a little tricky when setting down because of the actual terrain. It's very hilly on this island, and you can see this is a pirate inn, which is very nice looking. And then I've also got this pirate kind of hold, this pirate fort over here. So let's take a look at some of these prefabs before we talk about my first impressions and some of the functionality inside of here. But when you look in here, the detail is pretty cool. Now you can put your own little twist on this. Now you can go to a prefab menu that's basically loaded up with a bunch of different stuff. Now on the home page here, it's featuring some castle builds. We've also got these galleries, which you're able to put down pieces inside of the actual map in creative, and you can select and copy from a lot of these individual pieces that you have inside of this gallery. We'll get to that in just a moment, but moving down further, I'm not exactly sure what some of these things are here, but as I spend more time, I will release more videos on exactly what all of this stuff does. Now, moving along into the prefabs, this stuff is really neat. There's a lot of really cool buildings in here. We've got like some mega city buildings. We've also got some industrial stuff. A lot of this is very reminiscent of things that were already in the actual Battle Royale menu. Now, quite honestly, being in this LEGO Island setting, my favorite are like the pirate ship stuff. So as you can see here, we've got the pirate fort, we've got a pirate inn, we've got some ships, we got a shop and a watchtower. There's some bunkers and also a pirate dock. So I'm going to show you exactly how you do this. Now, the first thing you can do is you notice on the bottom there is a quick bar. You can select any one of these buildings. So we'll grab this watchtower. You can hit A to equip, and then you can assign it to a particular button or key depending on what it is you're playing on. So I'm going to use X for this one, and now you can see it's loaded into my quick bar. Now, if we go back to the actual game, we can go on our map and find an area that we want to place this down. Since this isn't a watchtower, I'm going to find a flatter piece of land, and let's see. Yeah, controlling this is a little bit crazy, so we're going to make our flight speed down to 1.0. Just be careful of that. Now, you can double tap to go into fly mode, or you can double tap to drop down. All right, so now that I covered that, let's drop this down. So all you need to do here is you're going to hold the button that is required to pull up your hotkeys. So in this case, I'm on Xbox. It's saying left trigger to hold. Now I'm going to hit X to get the prefab loaded in. Now you can move this up or down, and you can see where the bottom edge is. If you placed it here, it would look really weird. The side of the building would actually be hanging off with not looking very realistic. So you're going to want to make sure your placement of these buildings is nice and flush with the ground. So we're just going to drop it here and see what this looks like. Now you can simply exit the editor mode by pressing Y on Xbox. I'm not sure what the keys are for PC, but taking a look here, this tower looks awesome. These prefabs are incredible. I really hope they bring this to the regular LEGO Fortnite world. That would be nice. So let's go on in the inside here and see what this looks like. There is so much cool stuff I feel like we're going to be able to do with this. Man, I am really impressed with this stuff. Now, I do have to say I am finding doing the edits with individual pieces a little bit tricky, but I think over time I'll be able to become very familiar with how this stuff works. Now let's make our way back on over here and take a look at this pirate ship. So we've got this castle as well, looking really neat. The inside of that is awesome. So this pirate ship, I have not jumped on yet. So we're doing this together for the first time. So it operates, you can open the doors the same way you do in LEGO Fortnite. We can come back out on here. Man, this looks awesome. There's a lot of cool game modes and things that we can create using these pieces and some of the different features. I'm not sure exactly why these pieces are green. That's kind of odd. I'm sure it's something that I did that's causing some problems. But let's look down under here. Oh man, this looks amazing. Oh, now, see, it looks like I placed this ship a little bit lower than I should have because the bottom of the ship we can't access. So I'm going to spend some time messing around and continue to create and give you some pointers and some tips and tricks as I learn new things. Now, let's go and cover a couple of other things that I've noticed. Now, I'm going to show you the gallery section. Now, we can access again through this build. I think it's called it's like a cell phone you access, and then you can hold and inside a quick bar. You can do the same thing with these galleries. So in this case, I'm going to hit up on the D-pad and I'm going to look at the content. So we're going to make our way over to the galleries here. And now you can see these are where all of the individual pieces are. So you have a lot of different template pieces that can be used individually to go ahead and build your own designs. You don't have to be limited to prefabs. So let's just grab this dark tilted wall gallery. Again, we're going to hit A and I'm going to equip it to my quick bar, and we're going to go back here where I'm going to hold down the quick bar access menu, and we're going to hit A to select the gallery, and we're just going to place it down here. Now, again, if they're all in the air, we're going to have to get a little bit better at performing in this mode. But as you can see, there's all these different pieces that can be selected from. So when you drop down your gallery, what you can do is select a piece by hitting the left trigger, and then I'm going to hit the right trigger to copy that piece, and now I have the ability to place this down anywhere I want on the map. So as you can see, boom, we have a wall right here, and then you can grab any other pieces you want. So I'm not going to make anything too pretty here. We're just going to copy, and then I'm going to put this right next to it like that. This is going to be awesome to see all the cool different builds that you can do with this. Once people get skilled in this mode, I think it's going to be very interesting. The other thing I want to mention as well is a quick little tutorial on how you would delete these items. So if you look on your menu to the left, you can copy, cut, fly down. You can delete and select. So in this case, what we're going to do is I'm going to hold right on the D-pad or whatever key that is, and I can actually go and scan through all these parts. If I no longer want these here, I can just select them all, or at least the individual parts that I don't want any longer. And then once I have the ones that are selected, I can simply delete these by holding the left on the D-pad, and bam, just like that, those pieces are now gone. So that's a great way to delete pieces or add in new when you want to make edits to the existing ones. You can do the same exact thing for the prefabs by, again, just holding your select button and then choosing the parts that you want to have selected, and then holding the button that says delete selected hold to remove those parts. Now, the other thing that I want to mention too is there are these devices. Now, you can have cool things such as speakers. It looks like we've got audio mixers and things that you can do to get really creative behind the scenes. Again, I'm not sure what all of this stuff is doing. I highly encourage that you go check some of these things out so you can experience them for yourself. Now, there's a ton of stuff in this gallery. We've got early access, recently added, new this season. So I'm assuming they're going to do a lot with this mode, and I'm very excited to see exactly what everybody comes up with in this mode. As you can see here, we also have customizable rift that allows players to move instantly between locations. So we're going to equip this and we're going to test this out right now, right here on the video. All right, so we're going to access this. We're going to drop a rift right here, and then let's place another one over here on the pirate ship. All right, so now that we've got our rifts down, let's get out of the editor mode, and we're going to jump into this rift. All right, so that was a complete failure. So let me get my way back up on this pirate ship. It is definitely lagging a little bit. So I think you can actually X to customize teleport. So we're going to do group A, teleport rift visible. Yes, teleport group A. I'm assuming the other one's preset to A as well. So let me see if I can't just go and jump right into this rift. Okay, boom. And just like that, your rift works. You just have to group them. So what you can do is if you want to set down another rift, we're going to go ahead and go into this section here. We'll grab another rift. We're gonna place one here, and then we'll place another one over here on the beach. And then let's edit these rifts. So I'm gonna go up and customize. We'll do group B, and then teleporter target group. We're also gonna do group B. Now you can make these not visible. So let's turn that off and see. Okay, so they're still visible to a degree, but let's walk into this one. I'm assuming if I did this right, I'll teleport right over here. Maybe we do, let's put that back on. I'm not, interesting. Let me walk into this one and see if it works. The first two work just fine, so I'm not sure what I did differently here. Okay, so that one is still tied to the group A. So I'm assuming what you could do is just make sure that you're actively tying the teleports, or the, I'm sorry, the rifts that you want to those other sections to teleport across places on the map. Now, I have to say, I feel this update is a complete win. I had so much fun in just the short amount of time I was able to mess with this. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm looking forward to all the ideas and cool things people will be releasing. Stay tuned as well, because I'm going to cover a lot more in-depth stuff in future videos. So thanks a lot for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one.